One of the things you may have been thinking as we've been studying Acts, or asking is, does my witness have to be as spectacular and immediate with results as it is in Acts? I just want to remind us though that the reason the gospel went out so far and so quickly was the next wave of witness after the apostles. Ordinary Christians, Christians like you and me, passing on what they'd heard to their neighbours and friends and areas all around them. Take my friend Andrew. He was bushwalking at Cradle Mountain in Tasmania, saw a stunning sunset, and God brought it all together for him, and he committed his life to Christ. But I caught up with him a couple of years ago, and he said what he really appreciates in that time of him investigating Jesus was the relationships with Christians. If you think about people coming to Christ as like a jigsaw puzzle maybe, there's hearing events. There's an ear. And there could be small things that people hear that help them get a sense of who Jesus is and what he's done. It might be even incidental things like a throwaway line from their Christian studies teacher. It might be a Christian who's just talked like God is real. It could be really big things. Going to church and hearing a really clear sermon where who Jesus is and what he's done is sort of laid out clearly with a challenge to response, leading to a aha kind of moment. Or maybe it's joining in with one of the investigators' courses to help people investigate Christ, like introducing Jesus. Or think about seeing events. Similar thing, there are small seeing events. They might see a Christian do random acts of kindness for them. I think that was big in Andrew's life, the care that Christians showed for him. But there could be big things. You know, when Christians gather around somebody in crisis to help and encourage them. Maybe you wonder in your life what people would see of Jesus if they watched your life. You might be worried that you're not a very good witness in how you live. Now, I think it's perfectly right to be wary of being a hypocrite, to actually live in a way that's not consistent with what we believe. But the reality is none of us are all together. We're all messy. Christians are a work in progress. And I think in real relationship, don't hide the fact that you're messy, that you have doubts, that there are failings, there are weaknesses in your life. What you need to do is point to the grace of Jesus. We don't want to give the impression that people have to be good enough for God. It's all about what God has done for them in the Lord Jesus. Point to Jesus' grace. Point to the ways in which knowing Jesus helps you manage the mess in your life. So the challenge for today is to be in real and genuine relationships with people who don't know Jesus. Maybe as a group you can talk about the 3 people that you've been praying for, what your relationship with them is like. What are some of the seeing and hearing events you think have been in their life? If you don't know, maybe you could ask them. What's been their experience of God or religion or Christianity? At the very least with those people, just get to know them better, show a genuine interest. Another aspect again of them getting to know you better might be, if they don't already know that you're a Christian, my challenge for you this week is with one of those 3 people to let them know you're Christian. Start sharing a really important part of your life with them. Pray together about the opportunities for seeing and hearing events in your relationship with your friend.